Welcome again to the Old Principal. I am the Old Principal, Lao Xiaozhang, but I still like to teach. And today's lesson, or story, by the way, where did I see this story? I read this in a magazine, 在一个杂志看到的. Today's story is The Big Party. So, let's listen to the story and I'll be right back in a moment.
Number 35, Big Party. We were foreigners working overseas. We were supposed to live at the base of the mountains in southern Philippines. But our work was in a remote inner mountain area. It didn't take long to figure out that we must leave the comforts of the plains and live among the mountain community. Life would be simple, perhaps primitive, but it was good to live among the people we were working for. As we moved into the community, I decided to invite the people who lived in the 4 houses closest to us to a birthday party. It was my birthday, and the occasion would be a great way to become better acquainted with our new friends. I estimated that at most we would be entertaining about 20 people. The party was scheduled for 3 p.m. With the help of some volunteers, the veggies were cut, the fruit soup was prepared, and the noodles were ready. Then, teenagers from the village started to show up, some with baby brothers and sisters in tow. We were cooking both inside and outside the house, and the visitors made themselves comfortable. But then, the parents started showing up. Not just the few we invited, but much of the village joined us. I thought, they will go away, but to my surprise, they showed no intention to leave. I started getting nervous. Before long, it was standing room only, both inside and outside our little home. Like a thunderbolt, it finally hit me. They are all coming to my birthday party. They are all my guests. Apparently, everybody in the village was related, so according to their culture, they were automatically invited. How could I feed 60 to 70 people when I had prepared food for 20? With a prayer in my heart, we started dishing out the food. Incredibly, the food lasted and lasted and lasted. I don't know how, but there was even some food left over. Nobody sang happy birthday to me, but it was one of the happiest and most unforgettable birthdays I ever had.
Okay, welcome back. Are you ready to begin? The lady telling the story, this is quite a long story, so I had to shorten this story quite a bit. Anyway, the lady, they were foreigners. I think they were Americans, okay, working overseas, 在国外工作 overseas 在国外. Okay, we were supposed to live at the base of the mountains in southern Philippines. Okay, 这个菲律宾, okay, Philippines 的南边. And we were supposed to, when you say supposed to, that means it was expected, people planned on that they would live at the base of the mountains, 山脚下. Okay, not up in the mountains, but down below. Okay, going on. But our work was in the remote inner areas of the mountains. Remote, remote, 很遥远的，很偏僻的，很遥远的 inner mountain area. 深山里，深山里. Not on the edge of the mountains, but in the inner mountains. It didn't take long to figure out that we must leave the comforts of the plains and live among the mountain community. Okay? Apparently, they had been sent to help the people. They're a little bit primitive, 比较原始，过这个原始的生活. So, what it was is, it didn't take long to figure out, which simply means 用的不多的时间才能够想出来 to figure out 想出来或明白 what? We must leave the comforts of the plains. Leave the comforts of the plains. 平地. Okay? To leave the comforts of the plains simply means 离开这个平地的 what? 很舒服的情况. Of course, they have a house and they have water and electricity. Many places up in the mountains had no electricity, 没有电. So you can understand some places did, some places didn't. So it didn't take long to figure out that we had to leave the comforts of the plains and live among the mountain community. 要住在山上的这个村庄中间呢. Okay, community is another word for a group of people. It's usually a village or a town. And so, going on. Life would be simple, perhaps primitive. Okay? So, they had been down in the plains. Things were very modern down in the plains, even in southern Philippines. But life would be simple. Okay, 过这个简单的这个生活，或许有一点点原始的 primitive, meaning like a long, long, long time ago. But it was good to live among the people we were working for. So they were working for them, they were working with them, and so the lady, this is a lady, said, hey, it was good that we could work among these people and to be there and to work with them. Going on. As we moved into the community, 到这个社区啊, they moved into the community, the village. They decided to invite the people who lived in the 4 houses closest to us to a birthday party. Now, okay, I decided, this is the lady, to invite 邀请 the people who lived in the 4 houses closest to a birthday party. So there's going to be a birthday party. Birthday party what? The birthday party. We will find out whose birthday party. 一个生日晚会. Okay, birthday party. And they are going to invite just the 4 houses around where they live. So, their house here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're going to invite the people from the 4 houses right around them to their birthday party. Going on, it was my birthday. This is the lady, she's speaking. It was my birthday, and the occasion would be a great way to become better acquainted with our new friends. Okay, couple words here. Okay, and it would be an occasion. Now, 场合 occasion. It would be a 非常好的场合. It also has the idea of timing. 这个时间刚刚好. Okay, so it's good time, good place. 好的时间，好的地方. And a good occasion to become better what? Acquainted with, acquainted 更加认识我们的新朋友们了. Okay, to become acquainted with. If you say, I have an acquaintance, that means I have a friend or somebody I know. Okay, to become acquainted with is to get to know a person better. Going on. I estimated that we would be entertaining about 20 people. Okay, so she estimated 她估计 we would be entertaining 要招待 about 20 people. So this was her plan, and the party was scheduled for 3 p.m. So it's an afternoon party. Personally, I think it's right in the middle of the afternoon, but whatever. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and so they're going to have this party for 20 people. Going on. With the help of some volunteers. What is a volunteer? 志愿者, okay? A volunteer is somebody who volunteers. 志愿来帮忙. 志愿者. Sometimes we say 义工. I know many places use 义工, but these are volunteer workers. These are volunteers, 志愿者. Okay, so they have the help. 有这些人来帮忙他 what? Cut the veggies. Have you ever seen veggies? Have you ever heard of vegetables? Yeah, vegetables are veggies, and sometimes we actually say veggies. We mean vegetables. So they're cutting up the vegetables. So they cut up the veggies. The fruit soup was prepared. What kind of soup? Fruit soup. Now, foreigners like thick soup. 喜欢浓汤啊. Have you ever had a fruit soup? 这个水果汤啊. We used to, when we were young, when our children were young, every Friday night we had fruit soup. 这个水果汤 pieces 一块一块水果 in this soup. Very good. So they're going to have veggies, vegetables, okay, fruit soup, And the noodles. Ah, yeah. 吃面. They're going to eat noodles. 面条. So, everything is ready to go. Going on. Then, teenage girls from the village started to show up. Teenage girls, 十来岁的少年, okay, teenage girls from the village, 这是小村庄, started to show up, 就出现. Okay, and not only that, they brought along what? Some baby brothers and sisters in tow. So do you catch the picture? They're ready for the party, and suddenly some teenage girls show up. And not just the teenage girls, they had some baby brothers and sisters in tow. Okay? Now, here's a good word. If we say tow, la, okay, to tow a trailer, 这个拉一个拖车, okay, okay, so in tow, 拉过来, 拖过来, okay, it simply means that the young girls brought their baby brothers and sisters along with them. So these teenage girls. Going on. We were cooking both inside and outside. So remember, this is up in the mountains of the Philippines, 菲律宾. So we're talking about up in the mountains, very primitive, 很原始的生活. So they did some cooking inside, they did some cooking outside. 有些是在外面煮的, okay? And the visitors made themselves comfortable. What does it mean to make themselves comfortable? It simply means they sat down and just sort of waited. They feel very comfortable, and they just started to wait. Okay, going on. But then the parents started showing up. 后来这个家长就开始出现 to show up 出现 Not just a few. We invited. Of course, they only invited about maybe 20. 不只是我们所邀请的那几位 But what? Much of the village joined us. 村庄大部分的人就来我们那个地方。Uh-oh. Now we seem to have a little problem going on. I thought they would go away. 我以为 maybe it was just curiosity, 好奇心. I thought maybe they would go away. 我以为他们都会走掉. But to my surprise, 使我很惊喜 they showed no intention to leave. 根本想的也不想离开. No intention. They were not planning. If you have an intention, intention is to plan to do something. Okay? So they were not planning to leave. 没有计划离开. I started to get nervous. Yeah, I think I would get nervous too. 我就开始紧张啊。Going on. Before long, it was standing room only, both inside and outside the house. 过不久 okay, before long, it was standing room only. What is standing room only? This is a very common American way of saying standing room, 只能够站，没有办法坐。Okay? Standing room only inside the house, of course, that would make sense, and outside our little home. So there are a lot of people there, inside and outside. They're all just standing room only. They're just standing there, waiting. Going on. Like a thunderbolt, it hit me. Now, I tried to figure out a good translation for thunderbolt. Maybe there is, but I'm going to have to explain what thunderbolt. Thunder is 打雷的声音啊，雷声啊 okay? Bolt is 闪电. And you put two of these together, thunderbolt, it means something that happens very quickly. In this place, 突然间，一刹那 okay? 突然间 if it finally hit me, 终于我就想到，我明白。They are all coming to my birthday party. 他们所有的人要来参与我生日晚会。They all are coming. They all are my guests. 是我的客人。Okay. Going on. Apparently, everybody in the village is related. Okay, 这个似乎在村庄所有的人都有亲戚的关系。Everybody in the village is related. 有亲戚的关系。So, according to their culture, 按照他们的文化, they were automatically invited. Automatically invited. Of course, automatic is 自动的, right? Oh, you could probably say that. 这个理所当然的事，他们也是客人，也是被请的。You invite my relative, you invite me. So automatically they were invited too. Going on. How could I feed 60 to 70 people when I had prepared food for 20? Here is the problem. She's going to feed 60 or 70 people. But the food she had prepared was only for what? 20 people. 20 people. Just 20 people. With a prayer in my heart, prayer in her heart means she didn't say it out loud. 在心中的一个祈祷. We started dishing out the food. What does it mean to dish out? To dish out the food, well, let's take a look at the word. It means 发饭，把食物发给人家. So, you know what the word dish is. 碗，你一碗饭, a dish of rice. So, If in this case, dishing simply means to fa fan, or in this case, it's noodles and fruit soup and veggies and all sorts of stuff. Okay, so 发给人家的 dishing out the food. So now she's spreading the food, giving the food to the people. Going on. 难以相信的 Incredibly, the food lasted and lasted and lasted. 这个食物没有用完，继续有，再有。It just kept going and going and going. I don't know how, but there was even some food left over. 不晓得怎么搞的，还是有剩下的。There was food left over. Going on. Nobody sang happy birthday to me. 没有人给我唱 Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Nobody sang happy birthday to me. But it was one of the happiest and most 难忘的 unforgettable birthdays I ever had. 我人生最难忘的最快乐的一个生日。And so, there you have the big party. Oh. Well, when you go to a new culture, you learn new things, right? That's true. Let's take a look now at a way you can write to me. You can write an email at theoldprinciple@gmail.com, or you can check out our website. We do have a 网站, a website. It's www.theoldprinciple.org. Hey, I've enjoyed spending this time with you, and I hope that you'll join us next time too. Bye-bye.